it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK, and today I'm bringing a layout for you using the May 2020 Freckled Fawn kit. So I just love this paper. It's my favourite from the whole kit, and I wanted to show that you can take a kit. So this is for the 6x8 traveller's notebook size. But you can take the kit and you can change it up and use it in any format you like. So I'm going to take the kit and use it to make a 12x12 layout. So I've cut that paper down into little 1/4" strips, and I'm going to create two triangles. So one pointing down from the top of the page and one pointing up. And I'm going to use the washi strips for this as well. So I'm going to have two of those strips of pattern paper in a V shape, and then in between each of those I'm going to have the washi strips. So in the kit you get two sheets of the washi strips, so I'm going to use both of them on here, and I'm just making sure the words are facing in the right direction here, and just lining that all up, and there we are. So I'm going to alternate these strips, the strips and then the washi, and then the strips and then the washi, and as I said, I'm going to repeat it at the bottom, and I'm just using my ATG tape there to stick these on, and then I'll just trim those all off. And if there's any overhang from the washi, I mean there's only a tiny little bit left on the edge of this bit of washi, then I will go ahead and stick that back onto the sheet, because even a small amount of washi I like to just tuck in or add on over a photo, so it can all be saved and all be used. And here we are, so I'm just going to trim off the top there, and onto the next strip, and then where the strips are joining in the centre, I'm just making sure that I'm not having two of the same colour come together. So you'll see I've got like that purpley maroon colour, and I'm just going to make sure that I have a different colour matching up. So I think it's that blue colour. There we are. And once you've got one strip down, the rest of them go down fairly easily and straight, because you've got something to be able to line it up to. Now, I took inspiration from one of the washi strips to actually make my title on this layout. And the washi strip, you can see it there, it says "Be you, not them," which I thought was great, and the photograph that I used on this layout is one from a couple of years ago. I used to go to a business networking meeting that started at 6:30 on every Friday morning, and I was employed. I wasn't self-employed, so I was there representing the company I worked for. And every week you had to do a 1-minute presentation about your business. So you'd stand up and sort of say who you're looking to get in contact with for business, and you know, what sort of business you were looking for, and you know what your USP of your business was. So you can imagine every week having to think of a different pitch to present to the room, and I do things slightly differently most of the time, and so I decided that rather than just doing the boring business business pitch like the rest of them did, that I would change it up. So I used to do all sorts. I used to do poems, I used to do raps, I did so many different things, just to keep it interesting. And the photograph that I have here is I actually teamed up with another business person in the group, and we decided that we would have or I asked him if he wanted to do a rap battle with me. So we took our 2 minutes, so a minute each, and we did this rap battle, and my rapper name was Two Scarves. So in the winter I used to wear, or I still quite often do, like a floaty scarf, but in the winter I would then sort of have my coat and then my winter woolly scarf on top. So I donned the name Two Scarves, and yeah, we had props and everything. We put baseball caps on, and we had fake microphones, and we did the whole mic drop at the end, and everyone loved it. So for that very reason, going back to the title, I borrowed, not stole, I borrowed the idea of the Be You Not Them title, because it just worked perfectly for this photo. Now I wanted to check that my title would fit on that diagonal line, and so I'm just using the edge of my ruler to stick them to, and it all works out fine. And these alphas are in the make it as well. If you are wanting to know anything about any of these products, then there is a link to Freckled Fawn down below, and as I'm on their design team, this will be labelled as an ad video, but obviously I am bringing you inspiration as to what you could use any products, but I'm bringing you inspiration to whilst using the Freckled Fawn make it. If you do purchase from Freckled Fawn and you use my link below, then it is an affiliate link, so I will let you know that. So I get a small little bit of the commission back because you've come via my channel. So yes, great. Anyway, so I just made some basic paper layers under my photo, stapled them together so they stayed as I had them, and then the fun part, onto the embellishing. So we have the little chipboard pieces from the kit. So I have a couple of these semicircles, so I'm going to pop one at the top and one at the bottom. That piece is going to move to up there, and then I'm going to stagger them, one to the left and one to the right, trying to follow that diagonal line that's coming down the page. And then I have these little the little banner pieces, and so I've got one just at the top there and one just under my title. And then I need somewhere to add my date stamp. So initially I was thinking of putting it up there, but it's messing with the that diagonal line. So I move it the other side of the photo, and this works a lot better as well because we've got a white on white pattern paper there, and we've also got some blue in the pattern paper to the left of the photo, and that helps to move the blue over to the right as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick these down. Now I don't know if you're already a member, but I do, I keep forgetting to say this in my videos, I do have a Facebook group that I started up, and I wanted it to be an area where you can come along and share what you've been making, or I can share snippets of what I've been making or what I'm doing currently. It could be anything random, like me painting my fences, just some little updates about what's going on in my life, as well as you guys being able to share as well. So if you want to come and join that group, then head on over to Facebook and search for Scrappy Nerd Society. But back to the layout. So off camera I went ahead and just run that through my sewing machine to add some texture, and I added some in the top and into the bottom triangle, and then next up I'm just going to add my date stamp onto that little label. And I don't use my my roller date stamp enough for the phrases, but I wanted to add on some extra phrases, and there was one on this particular roller date stamp that I had. I'm just cleaning it off there. That said Mad Props, and I thought, well, that's perfect for this photo. And so I'm just going to stamp that at the top in the same line as this, and then I'm going to do a bit of ghost stamping. So I'm just going to stamp that using the same ink and not re-inking, and then I'm going to change it to, I think it says Love This, and that's going to end up down the bottom left just before the title starts, once I'd figured out where I want to put it. And I'm going to do the same technique as well, just a little bit of ghost stamping there also. And then the final thing for me to do is to add my journaling. So I'm going to use that natural line there as well to add my journaling on in a 0.2 size journaling pen. That's my favourite size pen to choose. And this is pretty much it. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed the video, I ask that you do give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please then hit subscribe and leave any comments in the comment section down below. And I'll see you all again really soon for another video. Bye!